Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and beautiful fans watch Taylor Hayes grab her chest and keel over. And now it looks like the CBS soap has a rare diagnosis in mind for the Loveland doctor. Hints suggest that Taylor suffers from something so rare, and her case could be one for the medical books when the soap rolls out next week. Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, watched as the love of her life. Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, kissed his soulmate. When Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, shared a romantic kiss with Ridge, Taylor grabbed her chest. So last week on Bold and the Beautiful, within seconds, Taylor Hayes was flat on the floor. She knows what caused this, as she returned home with a diagnosis of heart failure. But her family is in the dark, and she doesn't want them to know. But B&B spoilers suggest that's about to change. Only Leigh Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, knows about this illness, as Taylor Hayes confided in her. And she ran some tests on Taylor. But Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest this soon causes a problem for Finn. John Finnegan, Tanner Nolan, is another Dr. Finnegan at the same hospital. So B&B spoilers suggest he gets the tests his mother ran on Taylor by mistake. Next, this puts him in a moral dilemma on Bold and the Beautiful. He promised Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McKinswood, that he would never keep anything from her again. But now he has to. Maybe it is a good thing he got the results of the tests. This might give Finn a chance to save the life of yet another of his wife's family members. Maybe he has seen a case like Taylor's before and knows how to fix it. But the fix may uproot many of the Bold and the Beautiful characters. Yes, there is such a thing as a person dying from a broken heart. While it is rare, according to the Mayo Clinic, it does happen. Broken heart syndrome is real and while usually temporary, in rare incidents it can kill you. The estimates indicate that an extremely low percentage of these cases lead to death. So this is Bold and the Beautiful, and rare happenings are right up their alley. Plus, they already have Taylor Hayes demonstrating the symptoms of this syndrome. Mayo Clinic explains that an intense physical or emotional event often comes before broken heart syndrome. The description continues. Anything that causes a strong emotional reaction may trigger the condition. So it seems this is what Taylor experienced on Friday's cliffhanger, a strong emotional reaction. The symptoms include shortness of breath and pain in the chest, and these are the symptoms that Taylor Hayes suffered on Bold and the Beautiful this week. This problem also caused her to seek out a doctor in Paris. So, she's been lovesick over Ridge Forrester for a long time. But now it looks like it's taking a toll on her health. Her yearning for Ridge could have started this ailing journey when she was in Paris. Then seeing him and Brooke together on Friday's episode upped the ante. That's when she grabbed her chest and went down. Bold and the Beautiful may leave the diagnosis up to Finn. His astute diagnostic abilities saved the life of his wife's brother and grandfather. So, why not throw her mother in for good measure? If this is the direction that the Bold and the Beautiful intends to go with Taylor Hayes, then Finn likely administers the cure without seeing any change in her condition. So that would mean the only way to save her life is to stop her broken heart from breaking. And that would entail going to the source, which is her love for Ridge. After she grasped at her chest and took a nosedive on Friday's episode, it's easy to see the foundation of her emotional distress. And if Steffy learns that Taylor Hayes will die unless this stops, she will likely hound her father to jump ship and swim over to her mother. So if B&B has Taylor suffering from broken heart syndrome, this could cause a major shift in the daytime drama. It will likely mean the only possible way to save her life is for Ridge to leave Brooke and be with Taylor Hayes. Yes, it's far-fetched, but all the pieces seem to fall into place so far on the CBS soap. Sources close to the production tease that Taylor, played with her usual riveting grace by Krista Allen, finds herself in an unusual and alarmingly vertical situation while visiting Eric's estate for an impromptu family brunch. You know how those go. Champagne, secrets, and spontaneous tears. Taylor reportedly trips over a strategically misplaced Forrester creation. Was it one of Hope's avant-garde stiletto boots? A dangerously unstable mannequin? No one knows for sure, but the result is a face-first descent down the iconic Forrester staircase. Now, before you panic, she's alive, but her nose. Let's just say, the plastic surgery jokes are writing themselves. Taylor's fall, while not life-threatening, leaves her dazed and oddly introspective. Enter the mysterious new plastic surgeon in town. Dr. Lorenzo Moretti, whose accent is as smooth as its scalpel is sharp. He's young, brilliant, and has a shady past that no one can verify. One day he's said to have worked with Madison Sans Frontiers, and the next he's rumored to have operated on international spies in Zurich. Brooke, of course, wastes no time digging into his LinkedIn. Lorenzo is called in to fix Taylor's face, but it's her soul that starts getting stitched back together. Could her tumble be the wake-up call she never knew she needed? Or, more likely in this universe, is Lorenzo the next man to spark a decades-long feud between her and Brooke? Brooke, always suspicious when she's not the center of attention, immediately becomes convinced that Taylor's fall was no accident. Someone wanted her out of the way. She hisses to Ridge, who remains tragically non-committal and slightly confused as usual. She begins unraveling a conspiracy theory involving Hope, Steffi, a misplaced silk scarf, and possibly even the ghost of Stephanie Forrester herself. "You think I'm paranoid?" Brooke barks while throwing a wine glass that shatters dramatically on the marble floor. While her mother recuperates, Steffi becomes laser-focused on investigating this accident. But let's be honest, this is Steffi. Her version of investigation mostly involves calling Liam to whine about how everything is always more complicated than it seems. But maybe she's onto something. Maybe Taylor's fall was too perfectly timed. Maybe the scarf really wasn't there before. Or maybe this is just another ploy for Steffi to prove she's more perceptive than her father. Either way, one thing becomes clear. Taylor's fall has opened Pandora's closet, and skeletons are starting to dance out in Coucher. In the most unexpected twist yet, Taylor wakes up post-surgery with visions. No, not metaphorical ones. Actual, soap opera-style visions. She starts speaking cryptic truths, warning people of betrayals before they happen, and predicting Ridge's next hair appointment with terrifying accuracy. No one knows. But Finn, ever the dutiful doctor's son-in-law, begins researching post-traumatic prophetic syndrome. He finds one case study in Slovenia. It did not end well. Now, everyone's on edge. If Taylor can see the future, what secrets will she expose next? What alliances will she break? And how long before someone tries to silence her, before she reveals too much? Ridge finds himself torn, as always. One part of him is worried sick about Taylor's health. Another part can't stop obsessing over her new, slightly more defined nose. And then there's Brooke, whispering poison in his ear with a smile, reminding him that Taylor's always had a flair for the dramatic, but this is Oscar-worthy. Ridge is lost. He starts sketching again. Something abstract, something tortured. Maybe it's a new Coucher line. Maybe it's just a visual representation of his emotional confusion. We'll never know, because he burns it in a fire pit by the end of the week, shirtless as per contract. Online fan forums are already exploding. Theories range from the hilarious to the downright biblical. The staircase is cursed, and anyone who falls becomes clairvoyant, which might explain why Pam has been suspiciously quiet lately. Whatever's true, one thing is for certain. The Bold and the Beautiful is about to go off the rails in the best way possible. Soap operas thrive on the outlandish. What would Bold and the Beautiful be without betrayal, face slaps, love triangles, and a good old-fashioned tumble down a staircase? Taylor's literal fall from grace might just be the reset her character needs. A descent into madness, mysticism, or maybe even love, with a possibly magical nose job, a sexy Italian doctor, and the entire Forrester-Loven clan circling like fashion-forward vultures. This storyline promises to be absolutely unhinged.